All right. All right. All right. We're here. The three of us. It's Tuesday. It's late night happy hour. We're the AA meeting. I'm Allie Burns. This is Detroit Lenny Wenson and the Cameron Ross. And we are almost adulting. All right. Cheers, gentlemen. Knights win tonight. Go, Knights. Go. You hush your dirty mouth. So we will definitely, hold on, let me. Boom. See that ring? See that ring, baby? Oh,
Whatever.
yeah.
Whatever.
All right. So we'll definitely get to talking about the Knights. Cameron did not decorate since last week. He switched rooms.
Yeah.
Yes, Cam used to have just the blue wall background. And when he would do his free pig videos, I was like, dude.
That straight county jail look?
Yeah, like it looks like you're getting like your driver's license picture taken. So he decorated and I love it. Week after week.
I love it.
I'm here to help, Cam. I'm here to help. But no, the background looks great. It's happening. I'm with it, man. I'm with it. It pepped your step, if you will.
There you go.
Yeah. How you doing, Lenny?
Whatever.
Okay.
I lost
fair.
the five. I won a 5-team parlay. I won a 5-team parlay today, and then I threw it all away on the Utah game in 1 minute.
Yep.
54 seconds. 54 seconds. They were up by 8. I took them at even money, -6.5, up by 8 with a minute left. And they can't make a free throw. They can't catch a rebound. They can't. This Donovan Mitchell tosses it to the 5th row.
Nobody.
Like, hey, bro, here's a souvenir. I'm like, don't you know I got minus you 6.5, asshole? But whatever.
Dude, that line was so spot on, though. It pushed at 3, plus or minus. You push at 3, and then the total was 220.5, came in at 221. Jazz team total was 111.5, came in at 112. I mean, whoever's job it was to set the lines that day, you get a freaking gold star from me because you nailed it, bro. You nailed that.
Jordan was expected to play like shit. He did.
That happened. Yeah, O'Neal was a disappointment. He was expected to do stuff. He didn't. So I was not a Detroit degenerate. Yes. He wears that title proudly. Okay.
I'll drink to that.
Yeah. Here. So I did a little bit of degenerating over my weekend.
Birthday
weekend. Yes, it was my birthday weekend. And instead of going like full degenerate, I almost adulted because I took my mom and my best girlfriend and my kid and her kid to Mesquite, Nevada, which you may or may not know. Mesquite, I've been going to the Casablanca for years. Like my parents would take us there in spring break. It's real chill, really nice pool, really great spa. But like, okay, so I get a massage. Awesome. Get a facial. Fantastic. You know what the best part of this whole freaking thing was? Buffets are open again. I didn't even realize that we could go to buffets again, guys. Great billboards. They do have some good billboards. They really do.
They got great commercials on TV, like that hot chick's always scrolling in through the pool to throw some craps or play blackjack. And I'm always like, I want to go there.
Yeah.
My wife says no.
They give you this old Vegas. Well, Bud Lights for $3. I must have drank 10 beers over the course of 3 days. I must have eaten the equivalent of 7,000 beers in food. I ate because I was with kids. My mom doesn't drink. My best girlfriend doesn't drink. The kids, they don't drink. I mean, they try, but they're just a shit show. So I try to keep them away from it. But no, so I just really wasn't super into drinking, and I ate and ate and ate. And the buffet was I forgot. We've talked about it on this show before, missing buffets and not being able to wait till they came back. And I was like, yeah, pish posh, but holy balls. It was incredible. And I had to teach my kid how to go through it. He's getting a salad with ranch. I'm like, dude, don't get ranch on your salad at a buffet. Okay.
Rookie mistake.
Rookie. Okay. All that's going to do is fill you up. You need oil and vinegar. You need something that's going to make that stuff go down. He wants to do whole scoops. I'm like, whole scoop, man. You half scoop, you quarter scoop. Okay. There's a lot. There's a lot you got to try.
I was I do that with the thing. Like that or whatever it is. I don't know.
Yeah, get one piece of corn. That's it.
Yeah, that's all you need. That's all you need. So he goes through 2 plates and he's over it. He wants ice cream station. I'm like, bro, you fail buffet. You fail buffet 100%. Like, so Lenny, you were telling me you've never really even been to a buffet. You may or may not have gone.
So I've been in Vegas about 12 years, give or take. I don't remember, but I'm pretty sure when I moved out here, my parents, they were already out here. I think they took me to a buffet, but if I did, it was like out in Henderson somewhere. Like it wasn't like a buffet, or buffet, whatever.
That's Friends, Phoebe Buffet.
Buffet, yeah.
Right.
I don't think I've ever really been, but as a fat kid at heart and always have been, I know how to work the system. Okay, if you're gonna go to Pizza Hut back in the day and you'd buy a pizza, you'd get free soda and a couple pizzas, and you'd sit there all night. Okay, you got to know how to work the system.
Yes.
I'm scared of the buffet because I'm a fat kid trying to not be a fat kid, and but I could totally see me doing like one slice of pizza, a half an ear of corn, one rib.
We don't pizza at buffets.
One rib, you know what I mean? Like one fry, something along the line. Can I have like one chicken wing? Shit like that. Sizzler.
See, the
We
guys
going
in
to
the
Sizzler.
we go to Sizzler. So you're asking, do you do salads at a buffet? And yes, I think a salad is an important part of the buffet because that is what's helping you process what's going on in your stomach. See, Rick Mir 77 knows small salad, important primer at the buffet. It warms up your stomach. Yep.
I have a question then.
All right.
I like my salad with meat, like cheese. Like I want an antipasta salad. So do I do the antipasta salad with the meat and cheese, or do I do one piece of lettuce and some oil and vinegar and call that a salad?
No, you have an actual salad.
Because like I'm thinking like
but
a
it's
Cobb
a small
salad,
one.
like meat, cheese.
No.
For
me, I think I eat a salad to try to convince myself the amount of shit I'm fixing to put in my body is okay.
That's a good call.
I'll drink to that.
I mean, I think my roughage, good call. I think my main goal, and you're right, Mayor Vegas Buffet, don't touch any bread or pasta, stick to seafoods and meat. But I think my call on buffets is just that, like, I don't want to eat anything I could regularly eat, right? Like the salad, that's a function of what I'm about to do, right? Like I need the salad. I could have salad anytime, but I need that for what's about to go down. But like, I don't want pizza at a buffet.
Okay, that makes sense.
I eat pizza 4 times a week. Pasta salad, if it's a good pasta salad, sure, I might have a couple noodles. Let me try taste your dressing. You got olives, you got ham. What's in your pasta salad? I'm not taking on spaghetti. You save that for $7.95 Olive Garden night or something.
There you go.
No. See, this was it was prime rib and crab leg night and seafood night. So these freaking crab legs are like this long, and people are just piling these bitches up at their table. It was, I don't do that. I don't do crab legs, but it was gnarly. It was gnarly.
The only person I know who gets pizza at a buffet is my little girl.
Well, that's fair.
Do what you want, baby.
Yeah, that's fair. That's fair.
Yeah. Like, I feel like, though, it's a waste if I was going to pay, like, I don't know how much for a buffet, and then my kid's going to go have salad or pizza and breadsticks. I'm like, I could have got you a $5 pizza and some crazy bread and called that a day.
Easy.
You know what I mean? So, but I'm not telling my little girl no either. Let's be clear.
I'm lucky I don't have a little girl.
Yeah, Charlie runs the show.
You got a mean little boy.
I do. He's not mean. I mean, I had to scream his face off last night because Fortnite like launched, and I'm like, turn it off. Oh, he's losing his mind over this Fortnite. Season 7 just started is what happened. So it's a whole damn new deal. Do you guys do, like, one of my favorite buffets I ever grew? Okay, we can wrap up buffet things soon. I know you guys don't all want to talk about, stay away from starch, potato pie. See, they want to talk about buffets. Who doesn't? We miss them.
That makes sense. That's like very scientific about it, though. And
but that's how you got to treat the buffet.
Okay.
Yeah.
I respect that. It's kind of like happy hour. You got to pace yourself at the bar. It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yeah, see, in regards to what you just said with a happy hour, just like a buffet, it's not 1 hour.
Yeah.
One happy hour. It's
You
Yeah.
could draw it out.
Yeah.
You could come
Yeah.
at 10. I know that there's like a Vegas trick of like, they do the switch over from say 1 to 2 or noon to 1 is the switch over from breakfast to lunch. So if you buy your like 11:45, you get in on the breakfast price, but you stay for the lunch deal, which is a little bit more expensive. I haven't done that, but I've heard tales. Tales.
Brady has a great question. So as a fat kid, how long can I stay at a buffet?
Until
Like what's too long? What's the cutoff? Like what's inappropriate? Because I will push that board.
You know when you're ready to leave a buffet. Like that would be my answer.
Yeah.
Escher had his head down. Like Escher had a head on the table. Like,
if you do it right, you're exhausted.
Do you guys have Luby's in Atlanta?
No.
Oh, I love a Luby's.
No.
And CC's Pizza. Luby's is a
we have
CC's Pizza.
We
That's
have,
the shit.
the biggest buffet we have here is Golden Corral.
Oh, Golden Corral, good times. I've ate there. Once.
We have Golden Corral here. I'm not
traveling something.
See, I've been to Vegas once in my life, and which is crazy for what I do for
Yeah.
And it was for my mom's birthday, and we ate at the Nugget, I think.
Good times.
And we hammered it.
Yeah, Golden Nuggets, good times.
Yes. Oh yeah. They've got a good pool too. I like Rick Muir says when the meat sweats start, that's a good time to leave.
I've had the meat sweats at everybody knows Coach Mike Shula, Don Shula, not Mike Shula, Don Shula, Miami great. Yeah, Miami great football. Sure. He's got the Shula Steakhouse. They have a 46-ounce steak, I think it is. I ate that in one sitting. If you did it, you got a half off, and you had to eat everything though: and salad, baked potato, asparagus, and steak.
Oh my God.
Me and like 4 or 5 guys went out golfing one day, and we just did like 18 holes, and we were already hammered. And my boss was like, "Oh, we're taking a steak dinner." I'm like, "Bring it!" And he dared me to eat it, and I ate it, and I got the meat sweats. That's just real. The meat sweats are a legit thing.
I've never had them, but I've seen.
I thought I was gonna die.
And it's like in Allie, it's like rain running down their face.
I called into work the next day, for the record, on the Monday. I called into work the next day and borderline took myself to the ER. That's where I was at.
That's like, can they pump your stomach for meat sweats, or is that just
you can look it up
thing?
on ShulaSteakhouse.com or something. You can actually look up my name and it'll tell you the date you ate it and what location you ate it. Troy, Michigan. That's where I ate it. But let me
Brady, get on it.
Yeah.
Brady's our stat guy.
My legend.
Oh my gosh. Meat sweats at the barbecue joint. It's hard. Oh gosh.
I can see that. You might sweat some smoky flavor.
Right?
Hickory?
Mesquite. Yeah. An aura of it's like you come home from a strip club and your wife's like, is that Bath and Body Works I smell on you? You
no,
babe,
from the mesquite.
The barbecue joint. Did you go to the barbecue joint again?
Yes,
is that mesquite?
See, my wife would be pissed if I didn't bring her anything home.
Right. That's a good call too.
You went to the barbecue joint and didn't bring me no damn ribs or pulled pork or anything, and I'd get in trouble for that.
Oh my. Okay, well that makes sense though. I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah. I was
thinking at a buffet, like you're not allowed to bring stuff back at a buffet, but now we're at a barbecue joint. So that's
now if I go to a strip club, I can go to the strip club too. I just can't take my debit card.
But can you bring something home? Just ask him.
Next question.
Pass.
I'm still working on that. Okay, it's easy. We've only been married like almost 4 years. That's like a 5-year mark.
That's a 5-year marker for sure. For sure. That's true. All right. So let's talk some VGK, gentlemen. The game of the night for me. I did not bet on it. I've got a future on the Avalanche. I got in March 11-2. I was like, I don't know if I have to hedge it with the Knights. Now I'm in a position where I can't really hedge it with the Knights unless we get on the other end of this. So what did you guys think of the game? Cam, what did you think of the game? Did you have action on it tonight?
No, I didn't. I left it alone. I've had bad luck betting on the Knights.
Cam brings well, you know what? The Knights, every day since my birthday, the Knights have won. So I don't know why I would be your bad luck for the Knights, because I am the Knights' good luck. Okay.
No, I didn't have
Just
any
say
action
that.
on it, but wow,
Plus
because I remember
8.
we were on earlier and
I wasn't
it was
playing.
0-0, and it was just I was shocked
Yeah.
that they folded.
I didn't have no action on it either, and I can't bring myself to put money on Colorado at all. As a Detroit fan, I can't stand that city. I can't stand that hockey team. Anybody comes with that hockey team in the future, I already can't stand them. So I can't put no money on them. It's just a personal thing for me.
Question.
But I didn't have no money on tonight's game.
Question. Isn't Colorado a state, not a city?
It is.
Whatever.
That's true.
State.
That's your Detroit public school education right there.
I'll
Don't
drink to
judge
that.
him.
Yeah, we don't judge on
I hate the
Tuesdays.
city
There's
of
no
Colorado.
judging on Tuesdays.
No judging
Cam,
on
no
Tuesdays.
judging. Yeah,
It's Wednesday in
speak the
Georgia.
truth. Yeah,
You heard
I
me?
can't. Yeah, oh, it is Wednesday in Georgia.
It's
Okay, we
Wednesday
don't
in
judge
Georgia.
on Wednesday either. Okay, bro.
Yeah. We just don't judge until we do. We'll let you know when that starts.
I can't
Okay.
stand Colorado. It's a personal thing. You know how you grow up hating a team
Yes.
and having that rivalry, and then
Yes.
20 years later, I'm still bitter. Like,
Here we
and
are.
even though we won that battle, we still kicked their ass, and I still want to kick it again. And now I see them in the playoffs, and the Red Wings are in some golf tournament somewhere in Hawaii, and I'm like, whatever. But in 5 years, we will have a Stanley Cup. You heard it here first. Whatever today's date is, Tuesday, Las Vegas, within the next 5 years, by 2026, the Detroit Red Wings, them right there,
I didn't hear, bro.
we'll have another one of these, my little bobblehead with Scotty Bowman, the greatest NHL coach of all time. We're going to have
Never
another one.
heard of him.
That's why you ain't got no cups.
Yeah, well, we both said we knew who Mike Shula was or whatever.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I totally know who Mike Shula
Like,
is.
for sure.
Sometimes that's just part of the business. Someone's rapping on and you're like, yep.
Yeah.
Like, I have no idea what I
Mike-
just agreed to.
He might have a brother named Mike. We don't know.
Yeah,
And
that's
he might have
true.
been a great assistant somewhere.
That's
But
true.
I would bet money you weren't talking about his brother Mike.
Oh, now all of a sudden we're gambling. Okay.
Oh, no.
Right.
Yo. I watched that game though. I watched the Knights game, and it was like, yes, I hate Colorado, but that was some good hockey. That
Yeah,
was
it
just
was.
good hockey. I mean, you don't have to like either team. I was glad I didn't have no money on it. I was really glad I didn't, because it was just that good, and it was really good when, like, my son Brendan, he's 8, and he's like, "Can I stay up till the end of the game?" And I'm like, "Yeah, all right."
Yeah.
Like, it's fucking overtime hockey. What am I supposed to do? Yes, I'd be a bad dad if I told him, "No, go to bed. It's going into
Totally.
overtime." That's horrible parenting, And then that turned into, can I watch the Clipper game, and then can I watch the highlights of the Sports Center? Can I watch your show at 10:30? Go to bed.
So
bro.
basically, you're telling us he's still up.
100%.
Mine is too. Mine's moved into the living room. But yeah.
Because I'm loud and I know he ain't sleeping.
Yeah. We switched my house around. I don't know if I've been on the show since I switched where my studio was in my dining room, but now I'm in my bedroom and my kid's bed is right there, like right there. So yeah, he has to go to the living room for this.
See, Brady, stack.
I was going to say, you've got some questions.
Shula. No, Don Shula did have a son named Mike.
You said a brother.
You did
Same
say
difference.
a brother. Not exactly. Not
From the
exactly.
South?
Did the Red Wings hire Lou Lamoriello? Is that a real guy?
I don't
No.
know.
I don't know. Okay, never mind. Brady says NHL 2025 on PS5 is the best shot you got at winning a Stanley Cup.
Whatever. That's all I got to say.
Aw.
I've
Don't
already
you.
won a Stanley Cup this year in NHL 221.
Ooh, now
Ooh.
what?
The
Now
Lions have
what?
also won a Super Bowl. The Red Wings won. The Pistons won on 2K. I mean, it's all over, okay? The Tigers we're in the playoffs in MLB The Show 2021 right now. I won't talk about it because it's a very heated series right now.
Right in the
Fair
thick.
enough.
I'm in the thick of it. It's me and the Twins. Me and Minnesota.
Oh.
We're going back and forth.
All right. I get it. It's heated PS stuff that I actually
I'm
don't
an
get.
Xbox guy, though. I'm an Xbox.
Oh, okay. So is that one. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oy vey.
Oy vey. PS4, Xbox.
You go. I pick you.
No, I'm a Xbox guy too.
Oh,
but-
you're an Xbox. I thought you were just raising your hand. I was like, I'm not sure how you can talk whenever you want.
Oh,
Like,
no, I'm an Xbox guy too.
So who scored the game winner in overtime? Was it Mark Stone? Because I didn't really see
Stone
it.
was who I saw getting. I'm
Or
sure
was
it
him and
Patrick-
Atarigo.
Was it Pacioretty or Marsha Salt or whatever?
So my kid, listen, I told Letty this already. When my kid, it was Stone. He was who I saw getting interviewed afterwards. So that's what I figured. But
Stone.
my kid is yelling throughout the game. He's like, "Go Donovan! Go Donovan!" And I'm like, I'm not exactly sure who he's yelling at, but like I don't know all the nights, so maybe like he knows one that I don't. And I'm like, which one is Donovan? He goes, and he points. He goes, that one. I just can't say his last name, Marchesal. And I'm like, well, you can't say his first name either because it's not Donovan. That'd be Jonathan. I'm like, at least I knew that much, okay? But
I mean,
he was heated. He really wanted Donovan to do some work, but
Be great.
did not work out.
yeah.
Yeah.
If that guy has a kid named Donovan, he's going to be great.
Yeah. And he's going to be a great handicapper because he can see the future. So we'll give him that.
Hopefully he doesn't end up on Colorado.
Yeah, fair.
Yeah, city.
That's fair.
The city of Colorado.
So you had a home team issue tonight also, Cameron Ross, with the old Hawks.
Wah, wah, wah.
Funny about that. I bet the Sixers tonight. So
Well, we don't bet with our hearts. We bet with our heads, don't we?
yeah.
No, we don't. We're supposed to.
We
Don't
bet
think
with
so.
our thumbs.
Yeah.
Boop, 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 boop.
Yeah.
No, yeah, I took the Sixers tonight. I didn't expect Shake Milton to be the hero, but
Yeah,
dear
right.
Lord, was he the hero? He scored
Wasn't
16 points in like 48 seconds or something crazy like that.
Yeah.
But yeah, I definitely took the Sixers tonight.
I took the Trey Young points and assists over 38 or something like that, and he came in at like 31. It was a fail, epic fail. But it was kind of a letdown. I was surprised the Sixers came around like that. I thought they looked pissed off.
They
They
run
looked disrespected.
the run the Sixers finished game one on, to me, just showed that they were pissed. And
Yeah.
Like the Hawks almost blew it in game one. The Sixers were up 18 or something at one point, and then went down 80-79. And then you look up and it was 102-85 Clippers. Clippers went on a 23-5 run.
23. Yeah. 23-5. I saw that stat.
And Shake Milton was like 14 of those points.
Yeah.
Like not a joke.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what's up.
Yeah.
I was afraid of the game itself because I saw Philly, the same thing you said. I saw Philly thought they looked pissed off, but I just feel like Trey Young's going to get his, whether they win or not. Trey Young's getting his. So that's why I just bet that. And
It wasn't
either
until
way, I mean,
late in the third or in the fourth that he hit his first three.
yeah, I mean, that's going to be a good series. Though I think it's going to go back and forth. I like it.
I have a future on the Hawks.
Do you? Brady
Yes.
says
Just a serious future.
Bet the favorite. I'm
You
taking
betting
the
favorite to
I
win the
took
cup
the
now?
Islanders today to win it all.
Did
took the
you?
Yep. I threw a solid
you?
$20 bet on that.
It's 190. VGK plus 200. Avs.
Yeah. I like the Islanders. I like the way they're playing. They look like a team on fire. They're a playoff ready team.
I
And-
don't know a ton about hockey, but I do know about Trotz. I know that Trotz is really great, and he was at the Capitals, and he won a Stanley Cup and he wanted things and they were like, no, you can't have him. And he's like, screw you, going to New York. And then he got a whole bunch of really young guys who think like, oh, this is awesome. I get to play for Trotz, and they're doing work for him and they're freaking winning games and they're bad A. And I think that goes such a long way when you have a bunch of kids that want to play for you. That's huge,
Yeah, oh,
huge.
yeah.
So I like the Islanders in this. Don't get me wrong. I like the Islanders.
But Montreal, but don't sleep on Montreal either.
I'm not that into Montreal.
They embarrassed Winnipeg. They
did.
them.
That's everybody was on the Jets. And it was wasn't it all this crap about how like Montreal should have never got in. Montreal snuck right in there. And then it's like, oh, but aren't they like still going and stuff? Like they didn't
stomping ass.
Yeah, like they didn't stop winning. Yeah.
Montreal's old school hockey. Like they know, like they kind of like, I feel like they're like I don't want to say the Lakers, but the Lakers, like they just skate into the playoffs and then whoop ass. Like I'm talking about Lakers old school, not LeBron. I'm talking about like the real Lakers,
They don't care if they're 1 or 8. They just want to get in.
Yeah, they don't give a shit. And then once they're in, that's when the second season starts. And it's all mental. Absolutely.
It's off with your head.
Yep.
VGK, Colorado gets Montreal next.
That's why I like the Islanders, because the 3 best teams, in my opinion, in the NHL are Vegas, Colorado, and Montreal. And they're going to eliminate each other, and only one of those are going to come out of there. And the Islanders, I feel like, are going to run through everybody on that side, and they're just going to – they'll be ready.
It's weird.
That's my theory, so it's not going to happen. But that's
it's weird to me that the best teams in the NHL are in the West and the best teams in the NBA are in the West. It's weird that just the East can't get anything.
Yeah.
I miss the East.
I remember when Arizona got a hockey team. Arizona got a hockey team. I questioned the NHL's integrity because there's no ice in Arizona.
You don't like the city of Arizona either?
No, I don't like it either. Fun fact, no, I don't. My ex-wife lives in Arizona, so fuck that city too.
Stupid city.
No. Dumb old Arizona.
Stupid city.
Isles have massive matchup problems versus Tampa Bay. I've also heard from our friend Leg Show Magazine. He's been saying that the Jets had some turmoil in their locker room, and that's why the Jets are not the Jets. Isles have massive matchup problems. What kind of massive matchup problems are we talking about? Steven Lambert lives in Phoenix. You better take it back.
Yeah, but that's not Phoenix. Phoenix and Arizona are 2 different cities.
Yeah, bro. I'm talking about Arizona, the city, not Phoenix. Good state. Arizona.
Oh my God.
They're 2 different cities.
Come on, bro. You didn't go to Detroit public schools? Come on, Steven. Keep up. Okay.
Oh goodness.
That must be that Phoenix public schools.
Marcus Owen says Brooklyn is the best team left in the playoffs this season, so the East has 1 good team. What do you think about that, Cam? You're an NBA expert.
I think he's right. I do think he's right. I think Milwaukee's dead. I do think Milwaukee may figure it out and get 1 game, but the pure hell that Brooklyn, they were up 49 yesterday.
Yeah.
How are you getting 50 balled? How are you getting 50 balled in the playoffs? That's like Duke playing Talladega Tech or something like that. That's crazy.
Yeah.
They're up 50. But I think Milwaukee's dead,
I do too.
Nothing against him, but I'm not a big Giannis fan. It's the same thing every year. He bulldozes through the regular season, just like what Detroit just said. So many teams don't give a shit about the season. They want to win 40, 45, 50 games, get to the postseason, then it's off with your head. And Giannis's game doesn't improve. I do think Brooklyn's the best team left. They're so deep. I don't know if Harden is really hurt or not.
I think they're saving him.
I do too. I think he might have tweaked it. And I think in game 1 they were worried, but then they won by 8. Then in game 2 they were like, okay, we got to lock in. And goodness. Also, Blake Griffin owes the Detroit Pistons money.
We don't want to talk about that.
He owes them money.
Yeah, they should call a collection guy for him for straight up. He had like 5 dunks his whole career in the Detroit Pistons, and he is like playing like he's
7 for 7. He's dunked in every game in the playoffs.
Yeah, Like also in Detroit, oh my God, I got bad knees. I'm tired. I'm old. I can't do it. Blah, blah, blah. Oh, let me go to Brooklyn, and all of a sudden I'm pow, Vince Carter on their ass.
You know why he's playing like that? Because he got a chance at one of these.
What?
Yeah. Wait, one of these?
One of those. Right? But no, like Blake.
Bad boy for life, right
to me,
there.
Blake was the MVP of game one. What Blake did.
Oh yeah.
The loose ball got the crowd going. You know, then he stepped
he wants
over.
A ring. You could tell he wants a ring.
Yeah.
Like he really wants a ring.
And he bammed on Giannis last night. He banged on Giannis last night.
I said it earlier on the Morningwood show. Giannis is getting straight punked like on the blacktop in 8th grade by Durant. Playing like Giannis is in 8th grade and Durant just left high school and he is punking that guy. And he should be embarrassed.
Yeah. I think Kevin Durant's the best player in the world.
Do you?
Yes.
I like him on the court.
University of Texas, baby. I got his Supersonics jersey.
Yeah, I do. I think he's the best player in the world. For sure, he's the best scorer on the planet.
Cam, tell our viewer. I wasn't here last week. Kid had a sleepover issues. You know why he needed to be picked up? I'm like, the mom wouldn't really tell me on the phone. She's like, he just doesn't want to stay. Because he gets in the Uber or the Lyft and he's like, I'm like, what's up, dude? Are you cool? He's like, Mom, that kid was just looking at me weird. I couldn't go to sleep with them looking at me. I'm like, you know what? Come home, bro. Yeah, because he's like, he'll sleep out. He's a sleepover kid. He doesn't care one bit. So I was like, what happened? Is he crying? Did he hurt himself? Did he get in a no? That kid was looking at him weird. Cam, so I wasn't here to properly introduce you to the chat. Chat, this is Cameron Ross. He's one of our expert handicappers over at Picks and Parlays. He and Detroit Lenny, we do Total Chaoses together. We all know each other.
I don't know. He's that guy.
Yeah.
But tell them what you do. You are really, really good at NBA. You coach, you train. Just give them a little 2-minute blip on who you are and what you're about.
Yeah, I coach. I'm a high school basketball coach here in Georgia. I train players, from little bitty kids all the way to current NBA players, no names, something like that. But overseas guys, college players, high school players. I got on Picks and Parlays because I won the Capper contest in February of 17. I went 39-14 in the month and won the contest, I think by 1 pick. It was close. And I actually on the last day, I was in 4th place, but everybody had to keep up with their own record. But nobody took into account that Craig and the people at Picks and Parlays could see our picks. And they went back through, and apparently a couple of people weren't truthful, and they got caught. And I was actually fixing to take a shower on April the 2nd. No, March the 2nd. And my Twitter went off, and it was like, oh, congratulations to the top 5, da-da-da-da. And, I won, and I talked to Craig, and he was telling me how 5 through 10 won a free month's worth of picks, 2 through 4 won close. He was like, but you're on the team. I was like,
nice.
Fantastic. Fantastic. Didn't know I was playing for a roster spot, but fantastic. But no, I do the 3 main sports. Basketball, of course, is my best one. I went 1-1 in basketball tonight. I lost by the hook on the Jazz, but I did have the Jazz on the money line. I do have a lot of people who personally message me through my Twitter and my Instagram and on Facebook that like to bet money lines in basketball. So I post those often. But, just basketball specifically, but sports just really consume my life.
I'm looking at the Picks and Parlays leaderboard. Yesterday, you were number 4 over the whole site. And over the last 30 days, you are number 2 over the entire site for making money. You're at $1,173 for the month.
I'm number 2?
Number 2 for the last 30 days. Yeah.
Don't get carried away. If you're not first, you're last. Ricky Bobby rules. Ricky Bobby rules.
Shake and bake, baby.
Shake and bake.
Shake and bake. Shake and bake.
Now, Cam, I got one question for you. Do you coach in the city of Georgia or the state?
Huh?
The city of Georgia or the state?
No, the province. Just
Oh my.
yeah.
Hey.
The province of the district. I thought you were in the district of Georgia. Stephen Lambert wants to know, do you have any thoughts on the Nuggets? What do you think about this Nuggets series?
I love that's gonna to me.
Do you? I'm not in love with the Nuggets.
No, I just love the Nuggets team.
Okay.
In love with them, like in the playoffs. I do think they're gonna win.
Do you think they win the West?
No.
I don't either. Tim Earle's huge on them winning the West.
The Twins love the futures.
They do, and they're not very good at that.
They love the futures. And see, what's crazy to me?
The Wild, the Mavericks.
How'd that go? Not well. Wait, one more time. I asked you earlier. Who was it that eliminated the Wild?
Yeah.
Give it to me. Boom.
Give it to me, baby.
But no,
that's right.
No, I like the Nuggets, and shout out to Jokic tonight winning the MVP.
Yeah, that was dope.
Lowest drafted player in history to win the MVP.
I said that earlier.
Also, just a fun fact: when he got drafted, they didn't even show his tape. They were playing a Taco Bell commercial. Look it up. Yeah, and you see how like.
And he's from Serbia. That's just rude. That's culturally insensitive.
Going at the bottom there.
It's
Nikola Jokic across the Taco Bell commercial. I swear.
That makes me feel bad.
Now that MVP tonight, guaranteed him at least a contract in a couple of years.
Commercial.
Yeah, his contract's gonna start with a 2 in a couple of years.
Oi.
So my question is,
$100 million behind it.
Why isn't Taco Bell's why isn't he sponsored by Taco Bell?
By them, right?
Why isn't he doing commercials eating a quesarito going, missed my draft pick?
Like Gilmore, Subway commercial.
Yeah. Oh, sorry, I'm the MVP.
Yeah.
Eating a quesarito or some.
I bet he will be soon because they made a big deal about it tonight.
Why? Yeah, he's good for him though. Good for him. He ground and pound that kind of thing. For
sure. So Steven wants to know. So maybe they don't come out. They don't win the East. Do you think they win this series? I like the Suns here. You're the expert though, but I like the Suns here.
And see,
go ahead.
I've said it before, and if she watches it, she'll get flustered. But I'm not a big Chris Paul fan. My girlfriend is. Her brother went to school at Wake Forest, and he was actually there when Chris Paul was there, and they knew each other. I'm not saying they were best friends, like handshake, but they knew each other. They knew each other by name, and she roots for Wake Forest guys. I get it, and every chance I get, I yell at the top of my lungs, "Duke, baby!" But anyway, I think the Suns are coming out. You shouldn't have
told the chat that.
I think the Suns are coming out. I think the Suns are going to come out of the West. I really do. I do too. Devin Booker has never played in the playoffs, and from what he's shown so far, he really, really likes it.
Wants to, he's really into it. He's really impressed me.
My question is if anybody's going to say Phoenix, anything other than Phoenix out of the West, who stops Devin Booker? Out of the West. Who stops that? Yeah,
Cam,
I think it's Phoenix Nets finals.
Yeah.
Phoenix Nets.
Who stops Devin Booker?
Yeah.
Devin Booker.
Boom.
Goes you heard it here first, people. You heard it here first.
But even the other night, he shot horribly. He didn't shoot the ball well. And they advanced.
He didn't shoot the ball well for him.
Yeah,
for Devin Booker standards, right?
No, because Chris Paul's going, DeAndre Ayton has become an animal. Jay Crowder's hitting shots.
It's like a household name.
Yeah. And right there in the chat, Campaign. 22 minutes ago, Campaign went in the league.
It's a fun name, Campaign.
Well, Cameron Payne, but Campaign.
Yeah.
He's playing his ass off. They're deeper than they get credit for. They have shooters. Cameron Johnson. He can shoot. UNC guy. But I think in Utah, like Mike Conley said tonight, Utah keeps having health issues.
Yeah, I'm not sold on Utah the last.
And see, Utah needs their guards, and it's Donovan Mitchell and it's Mike Conley, because Ayton is going to man the middle. Phoenix has shooters, and Phoenix has really, really good guards. And yes, Cam is a good guy.
Damn, Cam.
But
did you see Donovan Mitchell? Donovan Mitchell tied Karl Malone tonight. Stupid fun fact stat. He tied Karl Malone tonight for the most playoff 40-point plus games or some crap like that. But Donovan Mitchell went off. But if you would have asked me who to take in a battle, I'm going to take Devin Booker to be more consistent than I will Donovan Mitchell.
Yeah.
And that's what
healthier.
I think. Right. And that's what I think the West boils down to. Healthier. Who's going to be more consistent? I'll take Devin Booker all day.
Mitchell has as many 40 games in the playoffs as Karl Malone playoff games. Karl Malone 193, Donovan Mitchell 28.
Useless information. It's
not useless if you're on Jeopardy. Okay.
And they have the same amount of rings.
They're gonna ask me to name a state in Phoenix or a city in Phoenix, and I'm gonna say, "What is Arizona?" And I'm out.
Yep, you're done here.
Who is Arizona?
So Alan Miles says, "Hi, Alan Miles. We all know Alan Miles from our chat. He's one of our Picks and Parlays view crew. So thank you for joining the Almost Adulting Late Night Happy Hour with Steve Cofield and company." So Ayton is injury prone, and so is Paul. I mean, we know Paul is. I haven't really heard about Ayton being injury prone. What's up with him, Cam?
He was hurt. He was hurt in the early part of his career. His lower body, he's so big, his feet, his legs, he's so big. When you're 6'10", 6'11", 7 foot, 240, 250, it's a lot of pressure. But, so far so good. He's playing really well. He's jumping better. He's moving better. But, Chris Paul is 35. Yeah. Chris Paul's going to have to die on the floor to get to taken off the floor. He just put LeBron out.
Yeah.
Chris Paul is going to die on the floor before he comes out. Chris Paul knows, he's 36.
36, yeah.
This is Chris Paul's time, to get a ring.
This is his last chance.
I love Chris Paul. I've always liked Chris Paul, but I like those little short, I like my Bobby Hurleys and my Jason Kidds and my Muggsy
Allen
Bogues.
Iverson.
Allen, well, he's not like
he was like 5.
He's a little short, but
he
doesn't pop into my head as a little one to me. He pops into my head into the scrappy ones. I have my scrappy players, my little guys. He's my scrappy one.
He was hood. Allen Iverson
loved him.
played
loved everything about
him. Right. Allen Iverson played the same way on the court as he did in the ghetto. He put in the projects. He played the same way as he did in the court, and people couldn't adjust. They could not adjust. But I love me some Allen Iverson. I'm partial. That's
his birthday.
One of my
you're saying injury prone, and then it was in college. And Cofield saying Ayton missed one game this year. Don't come in here telling us Ayton's injury prone.
Right.
Don't
bring that jealousy.
History. Because it was college and coming into the league because he was hurt early on in his career.
Okay, Alan, I can accept that.
Alan Miles. I hit on your parlay today.
Yeah, Alan, you hit your parlay. A's, Sixers, Jazz. Nice work, friend. On the Morning Wood show, I have these two guys. I let them put up a 3-team parlay on my whiteboard, right? They get to do one every single day. And part of the reason that I allow them to do this is because the people want 3-team parlays. No matter how much I try to talk them off of even doing 2-team parlays, they want 3-team parlays.
By the way, I am the people.
You're the people. You're not the people. Are you the people, Cam? Do you do 3-teamers?
No,
okay,
no.
I was going to say.
I don't even do 2-teamers.
I don't either. Yeah, that's just it. Once I got into a funk for a minute there, but you guys know I took time off betting to fix that.
Yeah. I do a lot of 1-teamers, though.
You said doo-doo. I do a ton of 1-teamers.
DODUE.
6 is my limit.
I do a lot.
Why don't you make 2 3s? How about that? Why don't you make 2 3s?
No, because then
honestly,
no.
How many 6-teamers have you ever hit?
I hit a 5-teamer today.
You did.
16.
No, I don't. So what I'll do?
But yeah, you said you hit a 5-teamer today, but then you said you rolled it up and smoked it.
Yeah,
I did.
like
I
a
did.
cheap cigar.
Like a dumbass. And as I'm hitting send and it's authenticating on the William Hill app, and I'm waiting for that stupid little check mark, and I'm going, this is stupid. Lenny, why would you do this? You dumb ass.
Why
And then
would
I
you
look
put it
up
all on it? Why don't you put your initial bet on it?
because that's
He's
why they call
greedy.
it gambling.
No, goodness. Well, that's just it. I've explained that to many people that don't worry, I got 100 of them right here. That I don't like to consider it gambling. It's advantage play, it's handicapping, but gambling is something I'm not super fond of
we
doing.
talked about this. I have two
unless we're betting on horses.
right. I have two different.
Then I'm gambling.
Yeah. I have two different bankrolls. One that I do stupid shit with, and one that I pay the bills with. And so,
what about your
know.
cryptocurrency bankroll? You have that one too.
Well, yeah, Litecoin, baby, Litecoin, or LTE. Or Screw Bitcoin. We're in Litecoin. That's where we're at.
But you
Because
hit your,
he's Detroit degenerate. Exactly what Brady said.
oh, Alan's saying he's talking about the parlay you posted in the Facebook group that was a 4-teamer.
I didn't play all 4 teams because I was almost an adult and I only played 3 out of the 4 because I forget which one I didn't like.
I was almost an adult, so I played 3, and then I hit a 5-teamer. Neat.
We're judging.
Well, you know what?
Judged.
Guess what?
I feel very judged.
Don't feel like Las Vegas has to worry about keeping their lights on as long as Lenny's around. You know?
As long as there's people like
That
like
guy,
that.
this
that
guy.
guy.
Yeah, I mean, for the record, for the day, I'm up 2.5 units. And yes,
All
I
right.
just said units, but I'm up 2.5 units. So for the record, I single played all those.
He sounds
things.
official saying units.
I
He
know. I
totally
do.
does. He knows it makes me giggle because I'm a 12-year-old and I can't handle the word unit. It's Beavis and Butthead. Units. She said units.
Yeah. That, and I'm just talking out loud here, okay?
Talking out loud. I had a decent day today. I had the Astros, and then I got on the Red Sox plus 6.5. I had some good back
Giants?
and forth action.
The
Had the Giants. That was my last
Giants
Woody
maybe take a
Stanley.
Xanax. The
Me
Giants
too.
maybe take a
Shout out to the
Xanax.
little guy hitting the slam, huh?
Holy moly.
then
Last
the
Woody
3-run
standing.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
So
go ahead.
Lenny has this issue that on the last Woody standing contest, he can't get through the first round. And so this time he takes my pick to make it through the first round and texts me. He's like, I'm a jinx. I'm like, really? You're going to screw up my pick now? But it came through. My pick was the Giants and it worked out. So it was good.
It's not your pick. Like 18 other million people
guys
picked
see this
it.
man?
Rewind the tape because my name is the very first name on that board. And it says clearly plus money, honey, Giants minus
That's only
140.
because you
And I
start
took
the
them last
show.
night. It's exactly why it's my pick because I start the show and I said it first.
It's only because you wrote it.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you want to bring up the buying
actually
points
see
thing
the
on the
slam?
contest? You want to
I
see?
didn't see
You want to see Allie get pissed off? Bring up that buying points on the contest.
Oh God, that was a whole thing. We don't have to get into that with all the viewers. I'm sure they're already
know.
bored of our rants as it is.
Degenerateness.
Yeah. So
I think
Oh,
I'm
I
going to
have-
change my Twitter handle to Detroit_degenerate.
I don't think it's inaccurate.
Well, you know what? Friend of the year. That's you right there. It's BFF day. That's you right there. That's you right there. That girl.
Wow.
Wait, that girl. That one.
I feel goofy the way that I keep like moving my hands trying to point at y'all.
Well, stop it.
I'll follow you.
Well, don't. They can see us. They know who we're talking about. No, I'm just kidding.
Yeah.
Stephen
Yeah.
Lambert.
Okay.
Slam.
Arizona, the city still sucks, but I appreciate you following me.
Yeah.
Don't say that. You're goofy. Don't.
Can't stay
Don't.
in.
Ooh, what's
Whoa.
going on here?
I don't know. Who's that guy?
We're off to overtime. Colorado 2, Vegas 2. Here we go. Help us out, Steve.
That's one of our guys. That's Justin Watkins, the attorney.
Oh, it is Justin.
Oh,
Oh.
fantastic.
Random picture by Alan Snell from LV Sports Biz, who was at the game up there, and I guess he was like, "Hey, there's a VGK fan."
Wow. Did he like buy tickets in the Colorado section? Look at the jerseys around him.
I don't know. Somehow he got him. He must have got
I
him.
think it's all the Colorado section, considering the game.
What do you think they felt? They probably wanted to beat his ass.
He looks like he's 8 feet tall sitting in that chair.
He
though.
really does.
Yeah, huh?
And judging by the whole hairdo and beard, I'm not afraid of him getting his ass kicked in Colorado.
No.
No.
No. not at all.
Justin's bad A.
Yeah. Plus it's
Alright.
Colorado.
I had to pop that in real quick.
That's
Okay.
awesome.
I like
All
it.
right. Justin's making a cameo.
That's a man's man.
He's definitely
right.
adulting.
He
Oh,
looks.
don't. We can't get onto the man's man talk. That's a whole topic of conversation on this show is man's
Oh.
man and guys. That's a
Okay.
man's
I kinda
man.
feel
Oh,
like I
you
need to
started
know.
it, Brady. See, there it is. Okay, we could talk about this.
That's
You wish you could
awesome.
grow Justin's beard. See, that's how you know a man's man.
Yeah,
So-
I'm jealous of Cam's beard. Like I got this gray shit going on, and I can't. I'm 48 years old, and the best mustache I can get is maybe mid-70s porn stash. Like that's it. I just can't grow a
Oh, dude.
mustache. I can't.
I
but I grow it
I
all
had-
right here.
I had the little mustache and like the little chin thing in my 8th grade picture. Like right
Oh.
now, if I went to the bathroom right now and like cut all this off, by the time I got back, it'd be grown back already.
So speaking of 8th grade
Well, I would like
pictures-
to take the I'd like to take the over on that.
I bet you would.
That's what I would like to take.
My
Yeah,
8th grade picture consisted of me, which I have proof of this, but I'm never going to show you guys.
Okay.
I look like Don Johnson, straight Miami Vice. I had the off-white linen suit, sport coat, sleeves pushed up, pink shirt with a little button right here, white sandals, hair slicked back. I thought I was an undercover Miami PD officer in the city of Detroit for a little while. I thought I was Don Johnson in those days.
Remember when
And
Shaq
that's
was
why
a
I'm a
PD in
degenerate.
Miami? Watkins Beard
Didn't he
said
get
I
his
feel
like,
just
sheriff's license or sheriff's badge or something?
That's very
Shaq?
nice. That's a very nice compliment there. I read Nietzsche, so that's a very nice compliment there.
Okay, cool. I wasn't sure.
It means that you look like you're smart and like hipstery, like you read philosophy, basically.
Oh,
Like you know the
Whereas
difference between
Watkins
Georgia
will,
the
like,
city
yeah.
and Georgia the state.
Yeah, you probably know that. Yeah,
Like that's where you're at. This screams you don't give a shit about either one. That's what this. I'm just kidding.
a hockey playoff beard. You're embarrassed to say 3 weeks in. I can't.
I tried to grow a hockey playoff beard when the Red Wings were relevant.
Is
and
that a thing? I remember when
Oh, yeah.
bagwells were a thing. When like everyone in Houston had a bagwell, like that was the friggin' deal.
playoff
like
a
beards are
thing in-
legit?
that's a thing in a lot of sports for the players.
Mhm.
It's actually it's not a thing in basketball. Like it's not. Like I've never one time heard,
Yeah.
"Hey, I'm gonna grow a beard because we're winning in basketball."
Yeah, that's a good call.
Yeah.
I do know of guys who wear the same shoes in basketball,
Yeah.
Yeah.
which that's not a big deal. But like,
But
yeah,
the
like
playoff beard in hockey is like a thing.
because I know they do it in baseball too.
Yeah.
But I know like hockey, like the whole team
Yeah.
will be bearded. And see, then it really sucks. And I'm not like throwing shade at anybody, but like the guy on the team who can't grow a beard, he's like an ink blot,
So
like
you,
on a white piece of paper.
you could say his name. His name is Sidney Crosby. He plays for the Pittsburgh Penguins. He's the first female NHL player. Sidney Crosby. He can't grow a beard. He can't. Let's just say it.
Aw.
No, we hate Pittsburgh as much as we hate Colorado.
All right.
Is
Well,
Pittsburgh a city?
it is a brave fact.
I
Don't
gotta-
you?
are you
You get
asking
the
me?
good name of the state of Pittsburgh out of your mouth, okay? Right
We're
now.
from Detroit. We hate everybody. It's Detroit versus
seems-
everybody.
yeah,
it really
it's-
is.
He'll cry right into
Last
his
week, it
$100
seemed like
million.
it was just a few people, but it's definitely everybody.
Yeah, he'll cry
just-
right into
you're
his
just
$100 million
checking boxes.
for real. Yeah, we hate all the cities.
Sydney female Crosby.
Yeah, he's terrible. Crosby.
I'm not into
I don't
Sidney
think it's a
Crosby.
big deal. Like, I'm not a facial hair girl. So if you're a guy that can't grow a beard, I'm okay with that. That's not ruining my day at all. So, I mean, I'm cool with you, Sidney Crosby. It's fine. Cam, it would
Yeah.
never happen between us. I'm sorry.
My
Well,
wife
You gotta
hates
shave
my-
that stuff. It's too much.
Well, surprise, surprise, my girl likes it. So
Well,
See,
I
if
mean,
I-
and that's just it. It's not
See,
for
look.
everyone.
Yeah. If I shave, my wife would get mad because I do really look like I'm about to be 48 at the end of the month, and if I shave, I'll get carded at places, and I'm not talking to like, ooh, I'm young. I look like 12 if I shave
What
because
day is your birthday?
all this gray. June 24th.
Oh, it's almost your birthday. Craig Chop, I
celebrate the
think, is
whole
the
month.
15th.
Who? Whose
Craig?
birthday is the
I think
15th?
Craig is the 15th, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so is
I think
so is
it's-
Danielle, my girlfriend's birthday.
Is it?
pretty
June's a
cute.
good month. It's a good party month.
My mom's birthday is at the end of the month too.
Oh, you want the Watkins beard? Well, I wouldn't be into the Watkins beard treason. So, hey, there's something for everyone. You just keep those little facial hairs trucking along. You'll get there someday, buddy. Or don't shave them off and then call me
You
later.
can do
Talk.
it. You can do it. You could be anything you want, even somebody with a beard. But if I grow my beard out, I look like Santa Claus because it's all white. It's like all, it's bad. I look
Fair.
real old and homeless. So that's that. No beards, the stubble comes off every few days.
You don't want to look 54. Aw.
Why not?
Yeah, why not? You're
Yeah.
all right.
I'm hitting my prime. So I think
This chick apologized for carding me. I'm like, are you crazy? Like, I
Do
just
it
turned
again.
41. Keep it going, girl.
Do it again. I'm gonna
get
walk back
carded
out, come back
every day.
in.
When I stop getting carded, it's going to be a very, very sad day. Like, are you sure you don't want to see this? I got a new picture on my ID. Do you want to see? Like,
she's working the tip. She's
Oh,
working the
man.
tip.
ugh,
That's her angle. She's just
got
working
to.
the tip.
She's gotta be.
So my question to both you guys is, now that Game 6 was in Vegas, who are you taking?
Well, that's the whole thing, right? Because this was such a. Everyone was saying whoever's at home is going to win. Whoever's at home is going to win. That was kind of like the vibe of like the chat anyway, or
Right.
everything we got. So that's part of why I wasn't really looking at VGK. I don't know. I have had a really great time not betting this series and just in playing totals. I'm super into like over 6.5 at plus, under 6.5 at plus, and then getting to over 5.5 at plus, over under 5.5 at plus. Like, that's just kind of my little game I'm playing to keep my degenerate fingers from making mistakes, because there's so many things I want to do in those games.
Yeah.
VGK.
I took a really, really bad bet last night. This isn't about hockey. And it hit. And
Those are the best.
yeah, I took over 11.5 in the Padres Cubs game when the bases were loaded and Pham grounded out, and then Manny Machado hit that fly ball in foul territory, and Rizzo dropped it in the very next pitch. In the very next pitch, he went yard.
Yes.
Nailed
And
it.
then they ended up scoring 3 runs in the inning and just busting it. And
Yeah.
I just laughed and laughed.
My bet on the Colorado game, the Game 6, is the over. It's just the over. Because Game 6, I think, is going to be they're going to let Colorado plays way faster than Vegas, and they're just going to let it all out. And they're going to throw everything at Marc-Andre Fleury. And if he is on, they win. That's the thing. I think Vegas ride or dies off him.
Oh, yeah, definitely.
Yeah, and
Yeah,
somebody
Leonard or whatever his dumb name is proved that to us in game 1, right?
Yeah,
like, oh,
somebody
you don't
should
get
let
to
the
play
coach
anymore.
know,
Bye-bye.
he keeps benching Fury like, oh, we're gonna bench. I'm like, dude, he's a Hall of Fame goalie. You live and die by him. Let him stay in the net. I don't care what he gives up, because he will either win you or lose your game.
And didn't
I
the
agree.
Penguins pay us to take him? Wasn't that part of the deal? Like the Penguins paid us to
expansion.
take him.
They left him unprotected in the expansion thing, and he was their first overall pick, I think. Yeah. I think he was the first overall pick that they selected from their expansion thingy.
Steven says, I don't know how the Knights lose in T-Mobile. That stadium was about to explode. The home advantage is in the Knights' favor. And my birthday was the Knights game. And the first time they came back, and my whole deal when I was debating Nick Earl, who's one of our NHL experts at Picks and Parlays, my whole deal was like, y'all don't understand. We haven't been at capacity. And tonight we're at full capacity. And it's my birthday, so I'll be damned if the Knights don't win this game. And they did. I don't know if it was completely for my birthday, but it makes a huge, huge difference when T-Mobile is. Oh my gosh, it's a beautiful. I've been to a lot of Knights games, and it is really, really a great.
It's a huge advantage. That's why I'm worried about Montreal. If you play in Montreal, there's no fans in Montreal. The Canadians, they're still on COVID like 16 or something, so they don't believe in fans. So that's I think a huge advantage to play an American-based team with 100% capacity of fans as opposed to going to Montreal with no fans.
Yeah, well, Canada's allowing the traveling, so maybe fans will come back soon.
Maybe.
It's so fun seeing fans, though, by the way.
Yeah, and hearing them is great.
Yeah.
Will Hurry versus Hart be the oldest combined age for starting goalies in the playoffs? Price and Fleury, 69 years old combined, says Cofield. I have to get a nail file. Hold on one second.
That's
Cofield does this for a living and shit.
That's some legit stats right there.
No, like
I know Fleury's old, but I didn't think him. I forgot about Price being that old too, to be honest with you. But Price. He's been, well, obviously he's been in goal forever though too, and he's consistent. So I'd like to see.
Oh my God, where is
that matchup?
Yeah, you don't get here without being consistent. You just don't.
No, listen. You don't win a cup without a goaltender. Okay, it's football. Yes, they say defense wins and all that. Yeah, you might win with some offense here or there, but you never, ever win a Stanley Cup without a goaltender standing out of his head. Dominic Hasek for the Red Wings. Cujo for the New Jersey. Patrick Roy. By the way, his name is Roy, not Waugh. It's Roy. That guy in Colorado. You don't win without goaltending. It's Roy.
Yeah. Allie, I just want to say it's so crazy to me when you do that, and I've seen you do that like 4 times. You get up and leave, and you go that way.
I come back this way.
You come back from that side, yeah.
I thought it was the whiskey, but I didn't want to say anything.
I got this is kind of funky. I got my nails done for like birthday weekend and whatnot. The first time I went, I wanted white nails so the chick could paint red baseball stitches on my nails. She didn't give them to me, but this time she did. I don't know what baseballs look like in like Korea or wherever.
Those are Red Wing colors. Those are Red Wing colors.
They look more like candy canes. I mean, it's not a stitch. It's like it was just a disaster of a baseball stitch. So, but no, I just chipped it nail. So I had to fix it because God forbid I ruined my new manicure of Slaughterhouse 5 nails because that's like Saw nails. But yeah, sorry, that I had to do it.
There's a new Saw movie out.
Ew, I don't
Spiral or something like that. I don't know. My wife likes all that gory shit.
Okay, I'll put this down. I know that's probably making a weird noise. Okay, sorry.
Nice.
At least I tried. Be nice.
I want to know, like, 43. I didn't think that. Hasek played till 43.
What is like the average age of a hockey player? How long do they like? I would think a goalie lasts longer than a regular guy, but is it regular guys last longer than goalies? Gretzky was like super old, wasn't he?
That's
or like, Mario Lemieux. I'm gonna go Lemieux.
Mario
Lemieux is that little dude on Beauty and the Beast, huh? The little candlestick guy. That's Lemieux.
Are you asking me legitimately that question right now?
You have a kid that's a girl.
Yeah, she's a big. My oldest is a big Beauty and the Beast fan too, so I should know that, but I don't. Brodeur played the 42. I mean, look, you mentioned Gretzky. That's like talking about Kobe or Michael Jordan. That's a diamond in the rough. That's a one of the kind player.
Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. Google just made me feel like an idiot.
Google.
I tried to look it up. I said, "How long do hockey players usually play?" 60 minutes. All right, thanks.
But wouldn't that real answer be like 12 minutes? Because like when they're in lines, isn't
No,
like
no.
like an average hockey player plays like 12 minutes on
Got
the
him.
ice?
Got
That was a
him.
great answer.
Yeah.
Got him.
All right,
I like
Siri.
Brady's response. Got him.
Nailed
True.
it.
Yeah. See, I refuse to Google shit anymore like that for that reason. So what I'll do is I'll engage my wife in a conversation about something like that, and then I'll go,
And then she'll Google it.
babe, what do you
No.
think? And then she'll Google it and spit out some information. I'm like, duh. You know?
No, see,
I don't
I'll
know.
What did
Google
you like?
stuff.
Google that or something? Everybody knows that.
Who doesn't know that? They play 60 minutes, babe. It's 20
I'll
minutes.
Google stuff,
period.
but just not like when I don't feel well. Because whatever's wrong with you, by the
Oh,
end
yeah.
of your Google search, you're gonna die before the sun comes up.
Oh,
Yep.
It's over.
Yes.
Yeah.
That is
My
so
wa-
true.
my wife is
WebMD
like
is the worst thing that ever happened to the internet easily.
Yeah. Every time she
I
has
mean,
a
except for like,
stomachache-
pornography and things down that road, but
What do I do about a hangnail? Oh well, it doesn't matter.
you
I'm
got to
gonna
cut
die.
your
dying.
hand off. Yeah,
You're
you got to
dying.
cut your hand
It's
off.
It's a
Just cut it.
tumor. It's a tumor, and it's.
I got
spreading.
there before you did, Brady. I got there before you did. I knew that was coming when I said it was the worst thing on the internet. I knew porn was coming. It's like child pornography. So, yeah, WebMD is horrid.
Wow.
Horrid. I agree with this.
Brady went dark. Brady went dark real quick with the child porn.
I
Just-
saw it coming. This is
just
why I'm a
quick.
handicapper right here.
See, I didn't see it coming. That's
Take a
why
I
I'm
turn.
a
know the
degenerate.
chat.
That's why I'm
I
a
know.
degenerate. I didn't see it coming.
That's why I told Cam, I'm like, don't tell them you're a Duke fan. They don't like you. They don't
Party
like
on.
me. They yell at us for that. Yeah, any muscle strain is probably cancer. That's probably what that muscle
100%.
strain is.
Yeah.
Yep.
Allie, speaking
Agreed.
of Duke, since you brought it
Uh-huh.
up,
Yes.
I saw tonight that if K were to lose his next 738 games, he would still be above 500. So suck on that.
Yep. Boom. I will not suck on that, but
Not
no
you.
Tom Izzo.
Not
He's no
you.
Tom Izzo. Yeah.
Them over
He's
there.
no Tom Izzo.
I don't know how like thrilled I am about John Shire. Like I was never really a Shire fan, and I'm just
Gotta
I'm not
win, you know.
really
Gotta-
well, there are a ton of them do, like I would have rather had like Amaker or Jeff or Bobby Hurley's not suited for that job, even though he's my fave. I wouldn't have put Hurley in that position, but
Why
I don't
not?
know. Well, he doesn't win at ASU, so
I think
Hey,
the
Alan.
best choices for Duke have left to go other places.
yeah. But
Yeah,
I
like-
mean, you're telling me Amaker wouldn't leave Harvard and come to Duke?
Yeah.
I like Quinn. I like
Yeah.
Quinn Snyder, but he's got a rough record. I remember like he was involved with some. I don't know if he got acquitted or I'm sure Brady will let us know. But I liked Quinn Snyder. He was Brad Stevens, the director of basketball relations now or operations. He
Yeah,
took
he's got a-
Danny
he's got a-
Ainge's job.
Big money job to where he didn't even have
Yeah.
to travel anymore.
Yeah. Oh,
And-
my
So how
goodness.
long?
And
My
also,
question-
Duke beat
Go ahead.
him for a chip. I don't think he wants to come to Duke.
Yeah, but beat him on the buzzer for a chip, and they took out the undefeated Michigan State that year with Draymond Green in
Appreciate
the
it.
Final Four.
Appreciate it.
Yeah,
That
no, we
ring
won.
still
I
fit.
got the big sticker on my wall. Like,
The
yeah,
ring
that's
still fit.
yeah.
Knocked out my damn
Dude,
headphones.
full Tony La Russa, and it'd still be a top 5 seed. Yeah.
So
I would
what
love. I would
happens-
be thrilled if Brad Stevens went to Duke. It's just not going to work out that way.
What happens when Duke doesn't make the tourney for the next 5 years?
What happens when the Red Wings don't have any power in their stadium? Don't talk like that about us.
I'm just
you watch
saying,
your freaking
how-
dirty mouth. How about that?
How does that fan base stay together?
We're gonna
Because
be fine.
once you start to lose, then you really see who is true fan.
But see,
Who's ride or
I
die.
get that though, because like I'm very much a Coach K fan. I can't imagine like rooting for another team. But now that my stepdad's dead and I don't have that rivalry that I grew up with that was part of the Duke backing, and now Coach K's gone, it's like I don't know how much I care really. Honestly, I'm super into University of Houston now.
So
I'm
are
not
you
denouncing
guys-
Duke. That's not what I'm saying. I'm just saying I might care a little less. Like
Cameron
Coach K was
Indoor
my dude.
Stadium. Cameron Indoor Stadium. Where I
Right.
go? Where do I go?
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, you are
So
my
you
favorite
guys-
indoor stadium.
Are you guys more a Coach K fan or a
I
Duke
think I
fan.
was more of a rivalry with my stepdad fan. I've always been a Duke fan. I don't even know how to not be a Duke fan, but I can definitely tell that my interest in them is
About
like
to find out when he
waning.
retires.
Well, I'll always have the stickers on my walls. I mean, Duke will always be my team. They're my I wouldn't even like basketball if it wasn't for Duke. You know, like I wouldn't be who I am today if it wasn't for Duke. So it'll never be like I don't root Duke or it's not my number one team. I just can't promise you that I'm going to know every player and every stat and follow it the way that I've previously followed it.
My
That's
answer
all
to
I'm
your
saying.
question is yes.
That's
Yeah.
fair.
Yeah.
I respect that. I mean, it's like me. I mean, I remember in the 80s when the Wings were the dead Wings. And, you know, then they went on a tear and they were great and whatever. And now they suck. I'm not denying that. But I have faith in Steve Yzerman, our general manager, and he's going to bring them back. And I'm still a fan. I'm a Lions fan. I have no hope.
But you're from there.
Ever.
It's different. Like I'm not from North Carolina. You know, like it's my connection with that team was my stepdad and the rivalry and Coach K and Bobby Hurley. That like all carried on. It's always been that. That's what I was so into, you know, and I didn't have that this March. I didn't have Duke. I didn't have my stepdad. I didn't, you know, like I just didn't have any of it. And I was kind of like, meh. Like a root for Houston, you know, like I'll root for. I actually went to that fucking school, so you know, all right.
Yeah, I was born into this shit. This is in my blood.
Yeah,
I got
Rick
no
knows.
other chase.
Like Indiana post Bobby Knight, not so much. You know, it's. I mean, I'll never not root for Duke. It's not like I'm flipping ship or like I'm that done with that team. It's not that.
You're not telling them to eat shit.
My interest isn't. Quite there. I'll still sport the gear though. Still wear my hat. Still wear my shirts. Don't get me wrong. 90s Red Wings versus Avalanche, best all-time sports rivalry.
100% guaranteed. There's no question. Take that off.
Edit
your statement. Best rivalry in sports.
No, you
I've never even heard of this.
Period.
What?
Dude, I've never even heard of this rivalry, so it can't be the best.
Are you serious right now? Stop. Just log off and go watch the Russian 5 on Prime. How they went to Russia during the Cold War and defected players. They snatched their families out of their homes to win a cup. Oh my God, you don't know who this rivalry is.
I've heard this story
like at least 3 times from
you.
We can't be friends. We can't be friends.
I'm okay with that.
Don't. Best friend of the day. It's the greatest rivalry.
You're being mean to me. Don't make it like I don't hockey. You guys know this about me. I don't hockey. I don't, especially don't 90s hockey.
Oh, I'm gonna start sending you like.
What the frick is a Red Wing anyway? I mean, I know what Red Wings are, but I don't think that's why they named their team after them.
Woosa.
You got Nuggets and the Jazz in the West Finals. You woosah, you're yelling at me about hockey things like I'm supposed to know about them. I just got excited that I knew who Trotz was. I was like, I know who Trotz is.
I'm gonna start sending you YouTube clips about the Red Wings.
You will not be the first one to go down that road of disappointment. The only person in my life who has got me to give a crap about hockey is Nick Earl for whatever reason, because Nick Earl's always going against who I am. And so it makes me want to watch it.
Why would you admit that?
I mean, because it makes me want to watch it. So, I win when we go head to head. The Wilds.
That's fair.
That's fair. Talk shit to him.
I do 2 to 3 shows a day with those kids. You know, so like they're Tim and Nick are these 21-year-old handicappers they're from Syracuse, New York, but they go to East Carolina. They're Pirates. And they just came on at Picks and Parlays. I kind of found them. I brought them in. I got them hooked up. Now they're selling picks. They do well. But of all the people in my life who have tried to get me into hockey, it's something about Nick Earl that like he gets me fired up. And then I'm like, frickin' I got to watch this game so I can talk shit to you properly tomorrow.
And the other twin really pisses her off.
Yes. So, by the way, disclaimer, they're great dudes.
They are. And really sharp handicappers. They were number 1 at the site for a really long time. They were crushing it.
Nobody gets under Ali's skin like Tim Earl. Nobody.
And it's just because they're 21 and they're so effing cocky. You know, it's just this cockiness where it's like, you know, I'm talking about how I take the Mets run line and I take the Mariners on the run line. And Tim Earl, this 21-year-old kid, says to me, he goes, did you know that if you like, well, I don't see why you'd take the Mets on the run line, because if you just took them, I mean, if I like a dog, then I think they're going to, well, here's the thing. Tim, I don't like your stupid Mets. They've lost by 1 in their last 2 games. I don't think the dog is going to win. So if the Mets have offensive production issues, I'm going to give them a run and a half. And he's like, well, if you, I'm like, I tell him, I go, Tim, I have literally been making bets on sports since before you were alive. Like literally been doing this for 20 years, you know, like, bro, yeah. So that's how, Elliot does too. Elliot does,
yeah.
I feel bad for Elliot. Like, he's become the brunt of picks and parlays jokes, and I don't think that's necessarily cool, because Elliot, in the last Witty Standing, has gotten into the top 2 in the last 3 Witty Standings. So, like, I think we talk a little bit too much shit about Elliot, because honestly,
you give him shit.
Not saying he's sharp, but he's not bad.
But he also, here's his pick, by the way. Hold on, Kim. Here's his pick. I'll take New York. That's his pick. And she's like, the New York Rangers, the
New York Mets, the New York Yankees, the Islanders.
Do you want the over? Do you want the under? He's like, I'll take New York. And then she's got to go, was that like baseball or hockey? He's like, no, baseball game. It's just like, are you
now?
You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's like narrow it down. So yes, we give him a lot of shit, but today's the first time ever I've gotten out of day 1 in the last Witty Standing. And
because you took my pick. You didn't make your own pick.
Fuck me.
What are you
he
said
it on the show. He said it on the show. He's like,
100%.
I'm just going to tail your pick, Allie, because I can't make it out. So I'm just going to tail your pick. And so he texts me, like I said, he's like, shit, I'm a curse. I go, yeah, well, your wife already cashed. She had Tigers first 5. She already cashed.
She just picks whoever I'm against. That's all. And
why are you against the Tigers first 5?
Because they suck. And if they don't do well,
I think the Tigers. I've made decent money on the Tigers this season. Tigers and the Giants. Tigers and Giants have both cashed me well this season. I will say that. And the Astros. Me and the Astros first 5. I think I won my whole last Witty Standing just on Astros first 5.
I'm about to win this one on the Tigers. I'm about to win. What's your pick for tomorrow? Because I'm tailing that too.
I'm not telling you. How about that? I'm not. I'll have a pick reveal at the end. I'll
wait till the end of the show. I'll wait. I'll wait.
No, you can tell me. Of course, you can tell me. We're best friends. It's fine. You can tell me. It's okay. Yeah. But me and Cam are also best friends. So just so you know.
Yeah, I was fixing to say something.
We're best hair friends. Yeah. Me and Lenny are best drinking friends.
There you go. Alan Miles. He brings up a good point. He does it to himself. Elliot.
He does. Well, the big beef with him is just that it's the big favorite bullshit. It's the same. Don't come in here talking. It's what breaks my balls is the people that are like, bet the A's today. Thank me later. Like, dude, the A's are minus 221. Don't bet the A's today. Thank me later. Bet the A's on the run line today. Thank me later.
Right. Take Alabama on the money line. Minus
4800.
Oh, now I've got F-bombs dropping now.
I'll bet you $1 right now. I'll bet you $1 right now. Elliot's pick tomorrow is San Diego.
Oh, it's going to be
it's minus like 290.
It's going to be someone who's good against lefties. It's always someone good against lefties. Christ. Yeah, that's his big thing.
Lefty thing.
I have a question for you guys.
Picks should be in secret. Yeah, because I want to fucking open 129 private emails per. They're all like, well, what if we text you all 11 teams? We'll text you our pick. I don't want to be involved. Oh my gosh. Like, they don't know what we're talking about.
I want to take Cam on the team parlay thing. I
don't think you're allowed to.
Whatever.
Plus,
have you guys gone to a game?
We're buds. We're just talking shit. What game? Of Knights game?
No, just since the world has opened back up. Have y'all?
I went to the Knights Avs on May 10th. I went and we lost 1-0.
Have you gone to a game?
I've never been to the T-Mobile Arena for a game at all.
I'm just saying, like to a game of anything.
This year? No.
Since the world's open back up. Yeah, I haven't been to a game of anything. I'm actually going to a Macon Bacon game soon.
Yeah.
It sounds like an orgy.
It's not. Thank you for asking, though.
Yeah,
You ever
sounds like
seen
there's
it?
going to be a kiddie pool filled with lube at this party.
And
Just saying.
bacon. There's
Yeah,
bacon.
and bacon.
Well, that's how you
No.
make the bacon, right?
No,
That's how we're making bacon.
Macon is a city
Slimy,
here in
I don't know.
Georgia. It's where Mercer is, Mercer University.
Oh yeah, okay.
I'm this is stupid. You know the movie Summer Catch?
No.
Baseball.
You know it, Lenny?
Yeah, baseball movie. Isn't there a baseball movie?
Yeah. Basically, the Macon Bacon is like an all-star college team. And they play in this league where it's like top-ranked, highly looked at college players play in like a summer league.
Mhm.
And they're called the Macon Bacon. And I have a friend named Ron who owns a bar down there. So if anybody's ever in Macon, go to Cashman's. And I'm going down there, going with my girlfriend for her birthday and all that. But yeah, we're going to a Macon Bacon game, and that's going to be the first time I'm out in the world.
You're vaxxed though, right? You got vaxxed? Boom.
I was sick as shit the other day
Were
too.
you?
Yes.
I haven't gotten it yet. And me and my wife were actually talking about this today because, for the next school year, kids are talking about vaccinating them. And, that's a serious conversation you have to have for a parent. Like, are you going to vaccinate your kids, whatever, all that. And she's like, are we going to or whatever? And I'm like, I don't really give a shit, to be honest with you.
God,
Because
if it's between him going back to school and him not going back to school,
Oh,
I
he's
would
getting vaccinated.
paintball his little ass with the freaking vaccines. Like, you're going back to school.
my
I
cousin,
can't do that again.
I have a cousin that's 100% anti-vaccination, right?
Yeah, my
He's like,
best girlfriend.
Don't get vaccinated, bro. They're just gonna track you. They're gonna put a chip in your arm. And I'm like, do you think I'm the one the government wants to track? My degenerate ass?
We've already got
You
my
think
phone.
Right. Do
you
you
know?
really think that I'm the guy that they're worried about right now? They're not. Like that, put a chip in my
I
ass.
don't
I
know.
don't
Read
care.
Brave New World again, though. Read Brave New World again. I'm
But to be
serious.
fair, the chip they put in your arm, you can't even hardly see it.
Right.
Dan Kaiser's told me. Dan was like, "Well, I ordered mine with extra chips just in case I get lost.
Yeah.
I definitely want more chips."
I got one.
I can't do that. Who are the Savannah Bananas?
Savannah Bananas.
kinda
That's got to
wanna
be
root.
a minor
That's another
league team.
That's a
I
team
want to
that
root for that team.
That's what's up. I know what you're talking about, that Macon Bacon thing. I got when I was going through my umpire class, like when I got recruited to train to be an umpire for MLB, they brought us to one of those, and it's badass. And they do it's like eight balls or something like that, or there's no ball count and something strike count, and it's basically just standing around watching a lot of real good pitchers throw at a lot of real good kids that whack the crap out of that ball. Man, it's decent.
It's guys
Baseball.
that are expected to go high in the draft.
Right.
Okay,
Minor
well now
league baseball is
Marcus.
a good time.
Now Marcus is saying science says it's more risky for kids than getting COVID. The vaccine is. But what if their schools make us? Like
Look,
they can't go back to school without the vax?
Mark,
The
I'm going to say
vaccines?
something really. I'm going to say something real to Marcus right now. I don't care. I'm not an elementary school teacher. You just heard me in this show refer to Atlanta as a city, as a state or some shit, and you refer to Phoenix or whatever. I'm not an elementary school teacher.
Marcus, his kid is eating Oreos in the shower. He's
shower.
got to go back to school, man. He's got to go back to school.
Hey, if he gets sick, he gets sick. Toughen up. I don't know what to tell you. Rub some dirt on it.
No,
No.
from
ahead,
what
Cam,
I
go ahead.
understand, my girlfriend and her mom, they work at Emory, which is a hospital here. The vaccines aren't ready for the children yet.
Okay.
That's really
Okay.
all I know.
So are they going to be like, say, around August, September, maybe? Do we
I
have a
don't know,
timeline
because
on this?
We're supposed to go on a Disney cruise next year, and that's why I was told to get my vaccine, because it's a travel thing. And Disney, even by next year, COVID will probably be a lot less intense as it is now and as it was last year. But you can't get on the boat without your card.
Dang.
Yeah, that's going to be like a thing, I think, for travel internationally or in state. It's just going to be a thing, I think, eventually.
Yeah, but
my wife travels back and forth to California for work, like a week every month. Like
In a
1 week.
plane or in a car?
No, in a plane. She's got to
Okay.
go like San Diego
Well, 'cause
area.
I'm flying to Houston for
you know.
4th of July, and I was wondering, do I have to get vaxxed to fly? I wasn't sure about that exactly.
Well, I'll tell
No,
you what,
but-
Southwest asked her, like Southwest, she flies Southwest.
Mhm.
It was like a question while booking.
Okay.
Are you vaccinated? Are you not? And she's not, but I don't know. Like, they're starting. to
Brady
ask,
says
you know?
no.
No, you don't.
No, you don't.
No.
Excellent.
You
Excellent
just
work.
don't.
I mean, I know we're making light of it with our children. I
Right.
mean, obviously we want our children to be healthy and safe.
Oh,
and,
100%.
we don't.
Yeah.
So we are just kind of making a joke over how frustrating it was to be teachers over, that whole past year.
Yeah.
And how we would prefer to not do that again. But
Yes.
but
I
yeah.
want my kids to not die. Let's be clear. I want
Yeah,
them to be
totally.
safe.
No kids. No kids.
Yeah. But yeah, nobody
not
dies.
just our kids, no
Yeah.
kids.
Yeah,
no
100%.
kids. Yeah.
But if I have a choice, he's going to school.
But I was gonna say Disney on the cruise. Disney has their own island that you cannot get to the island unless you get off of a Disney boat. So I imagine they want to keep their island safe.
Yeah.
I can see
Well,
that.
that's very
if
Lord
it's
of the Flies
privately
of them.
owned, right? If it's privately owned, they can do whatever the hell they want.
Yeah, no, it makes sense for Disney. I mean, that's a big giant deal. Like I get that. Disney's huge. I know.
That's good.
All right, guys. Well, it is just about that time for us to start kind of
Yes.
wrapping things up. Real quick, let's go through some picks for tomorrow. Super quick. We kind of already did, but we'll do a recap just because it's what I'm used to doing with you boys. Denver Nuggets at the Phoenix Suns. Phoenix is -6. Who do you like tomorrow, Cam?
Michael Porter Jr. is day to day right now because he's having back problems. He's having back tightness, and his back is what kept him out of the league. Well, not out of the league, but kept him from playing his original rookie year. If he doesn't play, the Suns are going to roll. There's just not going to be enough shooting. He's 6'10". He can shoot. He can handle the ball. He can take guards down. They're going to roll. If he does play, I think it will be closer. My favorite play on this game is the total going over.
Okay, so 222 going over. I know Sean Higgs, agreed with you with that one today. All right, Lenny, Boston Bruins are at the Islanders. Totals 5.5. Bruins are the favorite. Who do you like in the hockey game?
I like the Islanders. I've been on them just from the beginning. I think they're a very solid playoff team. I'm leaning towards the under in this game. But my bet is on the Islanders all day.
All right, your bet is on the Islanders. So there's 2 free picks from the almost adulting crew. We're going with the over in the Suns and the under in the Islanders. There it is.
Yeah.
There it is.
Something like that.
All right. Well, thank you guys so much for joining me. Cameron Ross, Detroit Lenny. It was a blast. I'm glad that we all got to join up here and make some magic happen. And so we'll see you guys back here next